The world awoke to a seismic shift: the Trump administration's decision to dismantle USAID, the backbone of U.S. global development efforts. For decades, USAID has been the lifeline for vulnerable nations, channeling billions into humanitarian aid, health, and governance programs. Now, with the stroke of a pen, that safety net is gone. The question haunting the global development community is simple yet terrifying: what happens next? This abrupt move leaves a void so vast that millions across the globe will feel its impact almost instantly. Clinics will run out of essential medicines, schools will lose crucial funding, food security programs will falter, and fragile economies will teeter on the brink of collapse. But beyond the immediate crisis, this decision forces a long overdue reckoning, one that developing nations can no longer afford to ignore. If foreign aid can vanish overnight, how can they secure their future? The scale of the disruption is staggering. USAID accounted for more than half of the U.S. international aid budget, approximately $40 billion in 2023 alone. That funding supported everything from demining efforts in war-torn countries to vaccination programs and infrastructure projects. Without it, many nations now stand at an economic precipice, scrambling for alternatives. Foreign aid has long been America's soft power weapon, helping forge alliances, stabilize regions, and counter the influence of geopolitical rivals. With its withdrawal, adversaries such as China and Russia are poised to expand their reach into territories the U.S. once supported. This decision doesn't just shrink America's footprint, it risks ceding control of strategic regions to those who may not share democratic ideals. So, finally, the loss of U.S. aid underscores a harsh reality. Foreign assistance is neither sustainable nor guaranteed. Relying on it is a gamble, one that has now spectacularly failed. Countries must pivot urgently towards self-reliance, prioritizing financial independence through domestic revenue mobilization. In the wake of this upheaval, the most viable solution lies closer to home. Governments must act decisively to strengthen their financial systems, ensuring they are no longer at the mercy of foreign aid policies. One of the fastest and most effective strategies for fiscal stability is the modernization of tax collection. Governments must embrace digital tax solutions, electronic invoicing, automated reporting, and real-time transaction tracking. These tools close revenue gaps, reduce corruption, and create a more predictable financial landscape. Technology alone won't fix broken systems. To succeed, digital tax initiatives must be backed by robust policies, cybersecurity measures, and transparent governance. Leaders must show unwavering commitment to reform, engaging the public in a dialogue about how improved tax compliance translates into better services. Without trust and enforcement, even the best systems will fail. Developing nations can no longer afford narrow, inefficient tax structures. Many economies rely heavily on customs duties or outdated revenue streams, leaving significant portions of economic activity untaxed. The digital economy, informal sectors, and service industries represent untapped potential that must be integrated into national tax frameworks. To sum up, USAID's closure is not just a policy shift, it's a stark warning. The era of indefinite foreign aid is most likely over. Nations that fail to adapt, modernize, and build financial independence will find themselves caught in an economic storm with no lifeline. For those willing to act, however, the crisis presents an opportunity, a chance to redefine their economic future on their own terms. Governments must seize this moment, transforming outdated tax systems into engines of stability and progress. Because in the end, the real question isn't what happens next, it's who will be ready for it.